Mic check, mic check. Alright. What's going on, PML? Y'all know what time it is. We about to do another post-game press conference. As you can see, we did come out with a victory yesterday. Last night. Against King Mike. Definitely was not as... The score does not tell a story. That game was a close game, pretty much all game. I got 2 late defensive touchdowns. So, that's what happened. And a field goal, actually. A weird field goal because he was calling timeouts. So, we'll go through that a little bit. First, we got bye week next week. Let's just take a moment to say we start off the year right, 5-0. Whatever it is, ups, downs. This is like the first third of the season. Couldn't ask to be any better. Quite literally perfect. So there's not a lot of... And we got a tough schedule ahead. So it's not like this mean shit, but whatever. Let's look at the box score real quick. So, yeah, as you can see, I scored 24 in the fourth. So that's basically... Yeah, I mean, that says it right there. You take that out, and I mean, I'd still win by 1 point, but it's the fourth quarter, so whatever. We'll talk about it. He outgains me in total yards, rush yards, pass yards, first downs. I guess I got him in punt and kick return yards. Total yards, he completely beat me offensively. He did have 3 turnovers. I had 2 turnovers as well. It was just his were a little more costly, I felt. He had 1 in the red zone. He might have had 2 in the red zone. 1 on a sack from AJ Epineza. 1 on a hit stick from somebody. He was getting a little too dangerous with Malik Willis, and somebody came down and laid a boom. Right on like the 2 or 3 yard line. Maybe like 1 yard line, honestly. Like it was that close. And then I think that went all the way back for a touchdown, maybe. I'm pretty sure it did. Trey White ran all the way back. So like he had some costly turnovers, and when you march all the way down the field only to give up 7 points to your opponent on the 3 yard line, that's like demoralizing, especially late in the game. That's tough. Third down conversions, we were super efficient again. We've been doing really well with that. 100% of the red zone. We had, as you can see, only 2 red zone trips on 45 points, minus 14 from minus 17 from special teams and defense. We had a couple deep shots last night, this week, however you want to say it, that we did not have much of this season. DK Metcalf got loose a couple times. Josh Allen got activated, and we let that bitch fly. That happened twice. So both those touchdowns, 2 really ugly interceptions, and like good defense by King Mike. Like I'm not taking nothing away, just like bad reads on my part. The second one, let me think about what was the first one. They're both bad. I'm thinking on it. It was a read I knew wasn't there. I was like, maybe I can get it there if I throw it the right way. It wasn't even close. I was never getting it in there. I just forced something that was never there to Metcalf. Right, wasn't in the red zone, but if I would have caught it, he would have been at like the 5. I was just outside the red zone. The other one, I had a pre-play look that it looked good. It was a third down. I thought, okay, yeah, this is an easy 4 or 5 yards, and I quick threw it I snapped it, whatever, threw the ball. Didn't even make the read on the DB. DB came right down and picked my shit. So that's tough. That's on me though. So I feel like there's things I can clean up. This is another thing. We held them to 1 field goal and maybe even a missed field goal at the end of half. Um, maybe even. I mean, either way, I remember there was a missed field goal. It would have been a long field goal if he would have hit it in the wind and with that Buffalo kick meter. It would have been a tough field goal for him to hit. Um, but he did not hit it right before half, and then I got ball back at the end of half. Immediately turned it over. Cause I'm fucking dumb. And but we still balled out. Did what we had to do. Let's look at the individual player stats. Like I just shown, Josh Allen. Really not like a super impressive game, all things considered. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 picks. Only 2 sacks against a really good Washington front. But we only threw it 19 times, completed 13. We ran the ball very efficiently today, and that's what we did pretty much all game. We had the deep shots that put us ahead. I don't know what it was about Mike's team. I didn't come into the game thinking, if you watch the pregame, I didn't come into the game thinking, okay, I'm going to run the ball. I think what he was doing is against a lot of my fronts, he was coming out very light. And so regardless of that front 4, if I got 6, sometimes even 7 blocking, like, fuck it, we're going to run it. We're going to fucking run it. So, that's what we did. Allen, he did, like I said, those 2 picks are on me. He had 2 beautiful deep bombs connected on him, just perfect. Nasty, both times, to DK. Like, 65 yards downfield. Rushing, again, Breida just toting this shit. 20 for 123 a tud on the ground. That was an RPO. Allen did have a rushing touchdown, a escape artist, a little scramble from like 1 or 2 out. DK, 2 catches, 127, and 2 touchdowns. So he had 2 like 60-yard bombs. He's just a stud. Gibson went wild, and this is through the air too. Gibson had 112. Gibson had an X Factor game. He did get it. So he had. I don't know if he actually got it, but I don't care. 116 plus that's 200, and it's over 200. So maybe he did get it. Either way, so DK went. Knox actually getting the most targets, or at least catches with 5. He didn't get in the end zone, but he's been very, very good this season. Continued to be very good. And then again, look at Matt Breida. Especially, he had 2 clutch fucking wheel routes at the end of the game to put it away. Diggs had 1, and he actually, this was the catch that got Allen into X Factor, like his own whatever. So I gotta get Diggs more involved. Same with Gabe Davis. I gotta get more involved, but this just wasn't the game to do that. It worked out. Defensive player of the game by far on our side, AJ Epinesa, and he had a quiet, like a sneaky, really good game. 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. 4 total tackles. This dude had a day. And if we could get him a dev story, ooh, you all might have a problem. Give me a pass rusher, plus with the move I'm about to make on the other side, bro, y'all might have a real problem. Edmonds doing his thing, Ashton Davis doing his thing. Do we have a pick? I don't think we had a pick. No, we did. We had a pick 6 at the end. Fabian Moreau came. It was questionable, but we'll take it. And he went to the house with that. We did have someone had a forced fumble. I think it was fucking. I'm pretty positive it was AJ Epinesa, and Matt Milano had one by the goal line. But AJ Epinesa had like a strip sack. That was big. And the other person who had a defensive touchdown was. Oh, and he had a fumble recovery. I see Matt Milano. The other person who had one should be Tre'Davious White, who went 95 yards for a touchdown. So, good on Trey. As far as I want to go to defense on his side. This is the same thing. I mean, so Montez Sweat kind of went crazy on me. The one sack, like you could see his speed, bro. He shedded off a dude and just like zoomed me like inside. I couldn't even escape ours out that bitch because he was on me. Pause. But besides that, like I don't see no Chase Young. I don't see no Deron Payne. Like no one else got sacked. So we gotta be happy about that. We did throw 2 picks to Cam Curl, who's slow. I shouldn't have thrown those picks, but we threw them both to him, and like I said, it's on me at the end of the day. But so that's that though. I felt like honestly, like I said, like the game was tight, but I felt in control the whole game. Or I felt like I was in the driver's seat at least. Like you know what I mean? I never felt like I was out of the game ever. And I mean that's how it should be with this team. I shouldn't be out of the game. But or I shouldn't say out of the game. I don't feel like I was like in trouble. And I think that his dev game might have influenced that. I'd be I'd be willing to bet that was like his. He talked about after the game. He lost the battle, but he wants to win the war. As in, he don't got to worry about the AFC. If there's a game for you to get a dev game against the AFC opponent, like that's a good one to drop. It's not gonna hurt you too bad. I mean, if you got to make up a game against, he got some tough players in that division, CEO and KMFO. So we can see about that, but it's like one of his best players, his premier player, fucking whatever his name is, Gibson. So if there's a game to go after a dead game, that's the one, I guess. But we'll take it either way. We'll take the win. I don't care. Our team didn't look too bad either. Let's see what we looking like. What we looking like. All right, so we doing pretty good. Real quick, I want to look at my team. Like I said, this dude's been going crazy. Burita. He's about to get an upgrade probably next week. I don't expect anything good out of it, but if you want to give me a speed roll, that'd be cool. Josh Allen, I ain't got looking. We already know what he about. He did get a rushing touchdown. I said that, yeah. So he did have 3 total touchdowns. So that's not too bad. Dawson Knox has been going crazy this year. So if these moves go, we're gonna have some shakeups here. If this move happens, which I think is gonna be a good move for me. If it happens, hopefully it does. I even have another guy we're looking at, maybe even stepping in here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Inconsistent at Oliver. What did he do yesterday? Tackle for loss. Sometimes he goes crazy. Sometimes he doesn't. I don't know what to expect with him. I think we said Trey had a pretty good game. Maybe not. Nah, I said he had 8 total tackles, so I think no, he did good. He's doing good. What's his morale looking like? 70 morale. So, yeah, no, that's the other thing. This team getting up there with morale. We especially like these boosts. This is gonna be real fucking nice. I don't know if I get that for additional games or if I just. Damn, bro. Well, that's tough. I'm just seeing Chandler Jones sign with the Raiders. That's brutal. Well, shit. Bean better got something in his back pocket. Bean better have something. That's crazy. That's so tough. That's so tough, bro. The Bills are supposed to go out and splash instead to be lost key players, and we didn't sign nobody. Well, I think that's how we're gonna end it. That's kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fucking depressing, but it is what it is. I'll catch y'all next time for the. I don't know if maybe we'll do a bye week, 15 minutes for the bye week, talk about something, see what it is. But yeah, I'll see ya. If not, week 7. Peace out.